has said that a total of 9 accused have been arrested so far. And now moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, currently on a 5-nation visit, reached the Netherlands, where he addressed the Indian diaspora in the Hague today. Addressing members of the Indian community in the Netherlands, PM Modi praised the diaspora for preserving Indian culture and identity across generations despite geographical distance and historical struggles. He said the stories of Indian origin families in the Netherlands were not just stories of migration, but of culture, faith and progress, which was achieved through resilience and determination. Let's listen in to what he said.
ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे भारत में ही कहीं कोई फेस्टिवल चल रहा है। वैसे तो द हेग को दुनिया सिटी ऑफ पीस एंड जस्टिस के रूप में जानती है, लेकिन आज यहां जो माहौल है, इस माहौल को देखकर लग रहा है कि द हेग लिविंग सिंबल ऑफ इंडियन फ्रेंडशिप बन गया है। एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी से लेकर वाटर सिक्योरिटी तक नेदरलैंड्स और भारत मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं। ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन को लेकर हमारा कोऑपरेशन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। एंशिएंट है, उतना ही मॉडर्न बन रहा है। इसलिए ये समय भारत में आपके पुरखों के गांव से जुड़ने का भी है और विकसित भारत की जर्नी में भागीदारी का भी है।
Now viewers, let's look at what is on the agenda during PM Modi's meet to the Netherlands. Let me show you that on the big screen. Now PM Modi, viewers, as we've discussed, is in Netherlands, and let's talk about the agenda there. Now royal engagement is number one. PM Modi is to meet King William Alexander. The meeting with Queen Maxima also scheduled. That's on when it comes to his royal engagement. Let's now talk about business and economic discussions. Now PM Modi is to meet Dutch business leaders. Trade and investment cooperation is also on the agenda. So that's of course his business and economic engagements. Let's talk about key sectors of cooperation: water management, agriculture, healthcare. All of these sectors of cooperation are important, viewers. And now let's talk about the bilateral talks. Meetings with Dutch PM Rob Jetten focus on strengthening India-Netherlands ties. These are bilateral talks that are currently undergoing. So these, of course, viewers, is the agenda that we've collated for you on Newsx. And joining me to discuss that is Ambassador Sushil Kumar Singhal. He's a former diplomat. Ambassador Singhal, I've of course apprised our viewers of all of those important points in the agenda. How do you see PM Modi's visit to the Netherlands?
Well, you've already covered most of the points. But I think one or two points I'd like to say that this visit is taking place, as we all know, at a time when the world is undergoing a lot of changes. And the visit of these 5 countries, I think, is going to place India in a position where we can, actually follow the principle of strategic autonomy. And when it comes to the Netherlands, I think the most important aspect sometimes we miss out is that Netherlands is the leader in making for semiconductor equipment manufacturing. This ASML is the leader. And I think what India is going to do, what the Prime Minister visit is going to do, it will enable us to access that semiconductor ecosystem, and we are looking at technological collaboration. Of course, the strategic partnership upgrade. I mean, we are going to be moving beyond trade. We are moving into defense now, maritime security, cyber, even emerging technology, critical mineral, which is another interesting area. Water management and climate resilience, you already mentioned. And economic, we know that, we just signed the trade agreement with the European Union. And Netherlands is geographically situated in a manner where we call it as a logistical gateway to Europe. And Netherlands is the largest European trading partner of India. So what we are going to look for is not merely the diplomatic goodwill, but what we are going to look for the investment, tax transfer, and European access to the European market. So what I feel, in my view, the visit is expected to move forward in the areas of semiconductor cooperation, fintech, water management, innovation, collaboration, supply chain. I think these are the areas because where we will be seeing the movement, and I think this is going to be a very, very important visit in that manner.
And Ambassador Singhal, now what does this visit really tell us about India's growing global stature and diplomatic confidence? And especially PM Modi is known to engage with a lot of nations on this level. What would you like to say on that?
Well, this is that's what I said. The strategic autonomy. This is what you're trying to say, and what we are trying to develop is the ecosystem with the middle powers. So far, the focus everybody has been with the major powers. Now we are developing an ecosystem of the middle powers and be it European, be it African, or the anywhere in the world. Everybody looks at India for guidance, I would say, and leadership. Because in the global south, in any case, India is considered their leader, their leading voice. So what the Prime Minister Modi is trying to do is developing this relationship across the board. So particularly in this time, which are very, very difficult, and all the institutions are in the flux.
All right, Ambassador Singhal, thank you so much for joining me on Newsx. And now the Chief